Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Taylor Heineke and the Washington Commanders.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 41 yards. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That time, a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is caught by Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Heineke on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
First down, Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Being chased out left. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Heineke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Heineke. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Heineke. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Heineke. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
But first down, Hurts. Smith catches left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A first down throw for Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Heineke to throw it. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Heineke now in the Washington offense. Down 21-14. A minute 12 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
He'll look to throw.
Got McKissick.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.